according to you, made for a successful pitch at Shark Tank India?
I think, when we went into the pitches, I think the presentation was very important part of it. The most important part was the numbers of where the company was at, how much it was doing. Second was how big the market was and how well they understood the market. And third was the understanding of the consumer. So those pitchers who came with a very in-depth understanding of the problem statement and the consumer generally tended to get deals.
What are the big numbers that you typically watch out for before deciding on an investment in a business?
So I think three things are most important. First, of course, is the market size. I think a lot of entrepreneurs came in without studying the market size. Many times this data is not available on secondary sources, but you can build it ground up saying that, okay, what's the population, what percentage use. Second is revenue. So after all your GST, your margins, your commission, discount, whatever is the net revenue that the companies made last month and last year. That was the second. Third, I would say, while bottom line is important, I feel that, we looked more at the gross margin, which is that what are you making per extra unit that is sold.
Okay.
And of course, I'd like to add the valuation as well, because, a lot of times if your valuation was really not commensurate with the size of the business, it would put some VCs off. It wouldn't put me off because I would still give you an offer, whatever I thought made sense.
Tell me, what are the red flags? Is a huge valuation a red flag for you?
So a huge valuation is not generally a red flag. I think, it misrepresents something. Like, you have a understanding, like somebody tells that my product has authentic ingredients, but you read the ingredients and you question them about why their product has X, Y, Z. And they're not genuine about it. I think that is a huge red flag, because at the end of the day, the bet is on the person, not on the business.
How important is the name of a brand? When you're pitching a product, how important is that? And what is a good brand name?
The brand has the value. You are ascribing a certain value to the brand because the consumer is coming out there looking for it. She's going to a store, searching for a specific brand, or going to Amazon, searching for it. There, I think it becomes very important. So I think the best brand names are the simple ones, which are easy to remember. There's no risk of making spelling mistakes and typos, because you lose a lot of web traffic to, such brand names, which are very complicated. And third, I think they should evoke an emotion in the consumer, which is in the direction of what your product wants to evoke in terms of an emotion, but they needn't really include the features. I feel that simple brand names that make somebody feel a certain way work the best.
I also want to say one thing. There were a lot of older people also who came on Shark Tank and pitched their businesses, but it's mostly the younger guys who got the funding. So is there an age bias?
So one of the entrepreneurs I really look up to is actually Falguni Nair, who started her business when she was close to 50 years of age, and she's really successful. She's very unconventional. So I don't think there is any age barrier. In fact, a lot of companies started by older people got funding. Of course, there are certain categories. Like if you're trying to make a product that appeals to Gen Z, and you are older, then you need to have spent a lot more time understanding the consumer. So I feel that there is no age barrier. But yeah, if your product really is, dedicated to a certain age group which you are not from, it's not that you can't do it, but you'll have to spend that much more time understanding the consumers.